teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there are ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Gilliam. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. And brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Out of the gun now on third down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
The puck bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Screen to the wide receiver. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. I like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. This linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw over the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running through the tackle. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Sticking with the running game. Fights off a defender.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
First down here for this offense. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd down here. Dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield. It's Gilliam. Quick dart to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, North Carolina, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
7, Tennessee, 0.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. With the tackle at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Moffitt. And read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. And it's a bunch formation.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
They got him down out near the 40.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through
play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often. Drop the incompletion. It sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
To gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. What a catch! He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Vols lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Tennessee, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. And now to try here for the extra point.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Scanning the field. It's Gilliam. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it in the open. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. And that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. This will be down to cross midfield about the 45. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Vols. No chance to catch him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Catch made on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Going back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Gilliam. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Dump off, caught by the running back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. The tight end has got it. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UMC. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Here comes the return play deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming out here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On first down, it's play action. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he will be stuffed for no gain. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here comes the bunch formation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. Caught in the flat by the running back. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot right down the middle. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This offense really clicking.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it near the end zone. Poor set of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Gilliam. Looking deep to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. Breaking tackles. He moves the ball out to the 15.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Moffitt. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They
breaks into the clear. The 30 at the 20. Touchdown, Vols. Too much speed for the defense.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. And there's the handoff. As the first down is still going. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
They finally get him down, but it's a jump play through the air. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Gilliam. It's a wide receiver screen. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. This offense cannot be stopped. And they get set now to try the PAT. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage that they tackled him at the 11-yard line. The Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pop over the middle. It's Terrell. They bring him down after a short gain there. Completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the...
Looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I love the go route. They don't quite connect here, but, you know, it sends a message to that defense that you're going to stretch this defense all game long. It can open up the running game, and eventually you go back to it. Maybe you hit it next time for a big play.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Off the RPO, caught to the right.
Chris, Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. To throw, it's Gilliam. The receiver makes the catch. Inside the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Here's that defense shifting again. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And the Tar Heels pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. It's an option look. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Here's a target, and it's complete. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, UMC.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot. Down, but incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Ball handed off. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They come up on first down, clock running, final minute here of the third quarter. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The back's got it. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the running back takes the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Jukes to get free. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produce a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Single back takes the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Scanning the field. It's Gilliam. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. Pounding away with the run game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Terrell. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ended up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
By the back, defense better adjust. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. Grabbed by the receiver. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Oh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time that's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So down 4, late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Here's the handoff. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. The offense played keep away and secure the victory. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. On third down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the throw is incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt.
plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
First play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Gilliam. Looks left and finds his target there. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. On the run here. Lets it go. Jumped over the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes for the offense. Step up, make a play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. This 1st and 10. And a nice game there in the scramble. He saw him open and tried to get there with his legs.